Hello, hello, hello friends! How we doing? I literally have like 7 minutes because that's all I have left on my camera, but I really wanted today's topic to be a little shorter anyway. So welcome back to Mondays with May. Here on Mondays with May, we talk about things that are just challenging in our lives. We talk about just hard experiences that we go through, and we talk about how we move through them, especially in the comments too. I really want us to talk about our thoughts on the matter, support each other through those hard times, those times where we feel like there's just nothing we can do. So I really wanted to talk about love. Oh, I was also thinking of getting some cards at the end of this. Just some good cards for us. Love has always been a really tricky situation for me, and it's February or whatever, so month of love or whatever. So I want to tell you a little about an experience that I had once. So once I went to a tarot reader, and I always asked about my love life, and this was before I was awakened and before I really started doing any self reflection, honestly. So I was a very different person and acting in a very different ways. A lot of self-sabotagey ways, a lot of ways I didn't respect myself. Anyway, this is still something I deal with, so it's just really funny. So I had a lot of relationships at the time that just weren't working out. And I was like, girl, why does this keep happening to me? What am I doing? And she literally was like, you literally look at people who are eye candy and then you go after them. And you don't even look at who they really are as a person. You're just they're attractive, I'm going for it. And I was like, she called me out. I was like, fuck. She's right though. I didn't realize I was doing it, but that's what I was doing. I realized that now, as I've gone through since that was a couple of years ago, I'm still kind of learning and going through this dynamic where I have relationships with people that are very hot and cold. They give me affection one moment, and in the next moment they're like, nope. Or one day they give me lots of affection, the next time I see them they're very cold and distant towards me. And I feel in general, for me with love, it's always been something that I feel has always been almost an escape. It almost has never felt to me I engage with love for any other reason than to escape my reality. And that's just a part of me that really, want some relief, I guess, from this world. And it's a part of me that it just wants to escape and get its needs met in some sort of way to feel loved and cared for. We're human beings and we're wired for connection. Thinking about Brene Brown and her research, I don't think it's a bad thing at all, or a thing that doesn't serve me to want relationships, and even want romantic relationships. I'm the type of person that when I'm going to be in a romantic relationship, I know that I just give so much and I love so hard, and I want that same thing back. I also, for me, I love people so much that the honeymoon phase, doesn't end. And I know that's going to happen for me. There's going to be a relationship for me where I feel we still have remnants of our honeymoon phase long after the honeymoon phase ends. And I think that it's something that you don't, it's not just it keeps happening. You do have to put energy into it. All relationships take energy though. And for me, that's just how it is. So in these relationships that weren't particularly good for me, they were just ones that would string me along, give me just enough to keep me going, and I would live in my fantasies. I would live in my mind. It wouldn't even be what was really happening in the 3D. I would literally just make up people. And then it would hurt me when they didn't act the way that I imagined in my head. It was kind of crazy. And I still do it, and it ended up just hurting me over and over and over. So what I decided to do was really think about how I'm coming at love and what's going on internally. So I was what is the difference for me between the infatuation and the love? So I really breathed into the part that wants that obsession, right? It felt almost surface level, it was fuck, cuddle, whatever. And as I kept breathing, I was let's keep going deep into my heart space. I felt the difference between coming at love from a place of my heart and coming at it from this place of infatuation, of getting my needs met, rather than true heart space love. And now I'm just experimenting in my life, trying to come at it through that, rather than this part of me that keeps coming up that I thought was love, but really was just obsession. That was infatuation. That was I think this person's hot and let's fuck them. Not I think this person would be good for me and I really love them from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, I'm wondering what you guys do, like what kind of struggles you have in love, and how do you keep yourself in check? How do you move through them? Like, that's honestly, it's a big struggle for me. So if you if you have anything, please let me know. I feel like for me, I just really try to breathe and keep myself in check and look at the facts, like look at the 3D reality, right? I just get so up in my head. I'm like, what is happening? Like I have to think about it logically, like so hardcore. What do you guys do? All right, I think that's kind of all for today for Mondays with May. Please like and subscribe, and there'll be Mondays with May every single week. So, thank you so much for coming. Oh my gosh, I was gonna get a card. Okay, gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. It's true. We can fix ourselves. Boom! That's the perfect card. Okay, bye guys! Mwah. Ah.